from what I'm hearing, we had much different anti-strat. And honestly, I don't know. I think our way is really good, but I'm kind of biased.
Yeah, and they've got
And the only way it's doable is because of Bacon, though. So not everyone has like a robot like Bacon. Okay, Liquid on defense, Shop on attack. We get to see Cypher, we get to see Chamber. This is kind of nice. Both of these agents are really, really good on this map.
Stopped right away on first contact. The wall comes up, and you're just cycling what you have. When the wall is going to come down, the molly is going to come up. That's going to slow things down a lot. While Team Liquid are also moving forward to take control down towards middle.
Yeah, and as soon as Shopify
DNL,
get the tell, as soon as they identify what these defenses are, that Viper showing right then.
Wait.
Give Shopify the
Yeah,
tell.
you're
So
right. What is this?
They're just gonna buy some time.
Is this a mistake? Is this this on part? This has to be a mistake, right? We gotta check that corner.
Down at the bottom, but it gets traded instantly by Mel. Also falling back is going to be Daiki, who had the information
Massive
on that
Jewel.
flash. Sarah moving forward within the B site. Snakebite underground, but she doesn't care. The pickup on the Iza. The B site is slowly opened up as a trailblazer moves
Yeah, I'm telling you, Sarah has just been the MVP.
And are looking for the plant, but Startup trying to cut the rotate out from the market side. Swings out once again, head-to-head against Sarah, and the cage comes up to allow the plant to happen.
Yeah, and that
Problem with having 3 people here is they're just too locked in. So I'm glad that we're seeing Cypher go around the world here. Very hard to lose this pistol now, especially without the vision block. Right, both the smokers down the vision block, so B main does become super strong. But again, when they were all here, I do like to see the luck over towards middle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, we're so late here. Oh my god, it's gonna be close. Damn. 3v4. They had no vision block and they managed to win this one out. There was a lot of hesitation from the Cypher going all the way into middle. So the luck was going all the way around middle. And then it kind of got cancelled twice, and it's basically just because it was like the stairs plan, right, and you can't really see it.
But Startup makes her way into this B site. I mean, it just made everyone flood and leave their positions.
I reckon if she stuck with it first time, it probably would have worked. But I think the comms came in like when she was about here, being like, it's not a good plant for you. So then we kind of cancelled it. She started running back, then she went back towards middle, and then she cancelled it again.
And coming out to play with the Vandal, TP in range, the jump spots, the ADS, the first blood onto Fluorescent, and that's a key component. Out for Shopify Rebellion strat, denied once again as Bizarro.
It's good agent to farm up early on as well, because this is an ult that really helps your econ.
The snipers. I mean, we kept talking about managing.
It's so funny how Potter always does is on top of the on top of the ults on these kind of rounds. Way more than any caster you hear, because she knows just how important it is. And it also just kind of gives you all you need to know about how EG approach like their games.
And that happened because from this start, each player on their positions were just kind of slowly pushing, slowly constricting.
Chamber or Cypher better here? Honestly, not even sure what I prefer. I think I probably prefer the Cypher. Just more because on attack it just adds that extra element. But the defense over towards A, the Chamber is so good.
It was almost a hand to a fist and got the handshake in the end there.
But yeah, I think just the camera like this, etc., just gives you too much info. There's also a really good camera that I haven't seen people do that is just so simple on this wall that I think is really strong because of this spam ball box. I feel like this is a very underrated camera at the beginning here. Either way, we go into this bonus against the full buy. Keep an eye on the chamber luck, but he does have to go for a trip. Oh wait, wait.
Making Bastarde respect this smoke, but 3, 2, 1 together.
Alexis didn't want to respect it though. It's a 1-for-1.
There's the yeah, it would have been really nice to get this. Wait, what, really?
Capitalized by Bizarra. We have yet to move within for a plant for Shopify. All 3 players now pushing towards the spawn.
Yeah, they feel like they can't get the spike down. Daiki's only got a Spectre in her hand, so she decides she doesn't like it. Switching off to the Sheriff, wants to pop some shots.
I mean, it was a shot of the trip.
To her advantage, still 1 bird as well.
And Sarah has no prowler, so they have to face check it. The timing on that one, what a shot on the first! The flash to deny the counter out from Shopify. Numbers.
Wait, there's guns to pick up. Yeah, there's guns to pick up here. We're getting upgrades.
Towards the B site, but just around the corner is Georgina.
Yeah, and you saw Mel passing the spike over. She
Dude,
wants
Mel
to make
has
a
to
play.
go
She's got
huge
double
on this
TP
one.
still in play.
Smoke comes up in
Drop
4.
that smoke and she wants to find an opening, find the advantage for her team. But
Dude,
that
your
timing
steps over
is
towards middle.
unfortunate.
She just
Georgina gets
tunnel
a
visioned.
freebie.
Your bait was pretty good here with the double steps over towards middle and someone waiting to see if there was a reaction through the smoke. Holy hell, 30 HP. She's almost a hero again. What a start from Liquid though. Bonus goes in.
Coming out for Sarah. They were so crisp, and that is so damn difficult to do, but Daiki able to at least stabilize. And man, this round, it started the moving pieces for Liquid side. We mentioned it, Bizarro on that quick flank, it just completely caught Noya off guard. And that's not something you usually say. Usually
bit of relief on that one.
So many trips and cameras to hold those back lines, but Noya was completely caught off guard. And kudos to Bizarro for finding an opening like that. And now that Tour de Force coming out into play again, just strengthening
it helps the
and bolstering
econ.
up those economies.
Yeah, dude, it's so nice. I'm telling you, having like what Potter's adding right now is all in my eyes always like what Sean added. Like it's just so much focus on the right stuff, and a lot of the time it's only going to happen if you've been in like a team or you have that experience. They just know the right stuff to focus on.
Yeah, Bastarde played this round so well. This choke point is all hers, but she has no more utility to back her up. At least Georgina comes through with a clutch smoke timing.
This crossfire is too good though, surely, right? With the Omen swing?
No flash to support, but the crossfire set up here from Team Liquid. Now as the smoke disappears, surprise! There's that 1-for-1 that's swinging from
there we
Georgina.
go.
2 players to fall. Up to Noya, all by herself. Behind, but
Yeah, these rounds are looking nice though. The first buy round was pretty close against the bonus though.
Bastarde did so much work. That small choke point is exactly where you want your Raze to feel confident, to feel like this is the choke point, I'm not going to give up. And she used all of her utility beautifully. And with Georgina in her back pocket to just wipe out and clean up like this, it's a great defensive hold here for Liquid.
Yeah, it's a really strong crossfire.
And for Shopify, they've got another healthy purchase, and this is about that time when their ultimates are coming online.
Fifth map? It's still too early. It's an insane start though. Like even if we're just looking at econ, it's an insane start. This is nice though. This is kind of like what the default probably should be a lot of the time against the Cypher, just making sure that vision against the Cypher in terms of vision block. So the smoke is just great. It is good to always just try and shoot this camera early like we just see here as well, but I think this smoke blocking vision, creating the question mark over towards here is probably like the most common default you'll see, or just a straight up swing and kill with this. So I like this from Liquid. Looks like a lot of thought has gone into this map already.
Team Liquid and Bastarde, they're deciding to just stand their ground, but Shopify have reacted well.
Yeah.
I don't like how grouped they are, though. I don't like how Noya is sticking with the pack.
And as you mentioned, Team Liquid staying towards that B side, it's okay, because if a heavy hit comes out, they have from the shadows to TP and support towards the A site. Slowly but surely, as you mentioned, a death ball out from Shopify. The execution out within this A site, but the line of sight is still out there.
4 people here just because we just get so much info. Yeah, this is great. It's been great.
Shopify Balian trying to push forward, but the snake bite just slows him down. Georgina gets the kill onto Noya, who's trying to gain some ground on the left side of the connector.
And a flank. The flank is on the way, Bastarde. This timing almost deceives her, but that bird should solidify this flank.
10 seconds left, where they have to move in for Shopify now. Mel gets the first entry, but everybody else is falling around her. Only Alexis is alive. Nice little swings on the left and right, but there's no time left to go.
A little bit close. Nice damage in the end. Dude, Liquid looks so comfortable.
They wanted to leave and float Sunset into rotation.
What a curveball. What a curveball. Each step of the way, if it's not the chamber flanking, it's Bastarde quick on Shopify's heels. And I think
they've always got pressure from behind, it feels like. I mean, they got a full 1 more, surely.
Right now, in this timeout, Shopify, they've got to be telling each other, hey, each time we've been grouped, all 5 of us, we keep getting pinched. We need to utilize our composition. We need to start using this Cypher, spread out a little bit, punish the sniffers so we can gain some map control. We've seen this before from Shopify happen. This timeout is so clutch because you don't want to get caught tunnel visioning. You don't want to get caught on the prep that you had leading up into this. It's time to stop, read the room, adjust and react.
Yeah, it's true though. They need to 4-1 more.
On Noya because you're using a lot of that double initiator utility to allow Fluorescent to gain some space. And as you're making a lot of that noise, they've found so much success. If you're looking at G2's success on TL, was actually using Mimi on that middle ground a lot to try to get entries. Daiki's also doing the same thing on this map on the attack, taking middle control of that pillar, getting the flashes out to try to sniff out players on the other end too. But if you're going to give that responsibility to Noya, she definitely has what it takes to get those lurk picks, but they're definitely not using it to her advantage. And finally, we're starting to see something here, but it might be a little bit too late for this round as they have a lower buy for Shopify.
We'll see about that. I do like that you say that they are spreading out, and this time around, at least for Shopify, Bastarde isn't ready. Bastarde didn't choose the right site in the beginning of the round, so 4 members of Shopify group,
4-1 damage, double satchel.
Chamber.
Aftershock and Paranoid, the satchel's coming out
Yeah,
from
I
Flores,
don't
but
think
instantly
this
Molly on the
smoke is
ground,
great,
one-way smoke by
surely.
Iza, close
They just
range
know
there
that.
with the destroy.
Damn, I think she overfought that. Is it not just a normal duel with each other? Oh my.
Second one there onto Noya. Finally pinched from behind as Sarah coming in with the stinger. But there's still defenders right within the B site. The cross from behind, the lurk from behind, it's traded out. Works out so far, and we even
They just
up
have a
2 versus 2.
fast flank though, and they haven't managed to get the spike down, yeah. Every single time they're just getting so much of it.
The kick was out, but finally turns back. She gets the pick.
Yeah, every single time they just have one person going behind and they just get so
Not
much.
even a plant on the lower buy, but the silver lining is that it was a half buy.
And the communications coming through for Liquid here are solid. I mean, it's just able to allow Bastarde, a player like Bastarde, to visualize and when to press the issue. I said that Shopify, they didn't have a Raze to have to deal with in that round, but as soon as contact happened, Raze just starts pushing out A to make that pinch a reality.
Okay, big buy run comes in. Dude, I need to surely just take B control, leave one, and then do the normal stuff. Okay, here we go. Mid default 4-1. This is much better. The problem is Liquid are set up for a punish over towards middle, right? With the Razor, maybe? There goes the Omen Flash. Holy. They actually came out on top. The idea was nice though. Felt like the people coming from him maybe could have done more. I mean, let's see. It's still relatively close. The smoke goes down. Yeah, and they just didn't feel comfy with this. They probably should have left middle when we had the smoke here, but I think they just didn't want to go into these angles.
The communications coming through. You saw Bazera immediately bust out the headhunter. She knew.
It's a very nice idea from Liquid on this round.
The checkmate, and now Noya's got to find these 1v1s. For her, both these players are isolated. Unable
hey, this is so dominant. 7-0. I mean, they got to use their second timeout though, surely. I mean, they used one. Feels like they got to use their second timeout. This one was a little bit unlucky in terms of they wanted to take mid control and Liquid did the most perfect thing. It's actually a very nice looked pretty nice over towards middle in terms of the crunch.
2.5 kills. 2.5 kills on that ultimate.
And that was well read by Team Liquid all along from that setup of the Omen on the top from Jujina. And you see the confidence reigning back in favor of Team Liquid. Smiles now to frowns for Shopify Rebellion. They can't really find an answer yet on how Team Liquid's working their defense. Op now pivoted towards this B site.
Yeah, and that's just all of the util used to kind of push this off.
Constantly take out those prowlers before it got any of the deep lines, and Georgina's just popping some
shots off. So great TP away going to the high ground because you can see over the smoke no matter what. Decided to just jump off because obviously Razor. Nice shots.
No need to play the
look at their setups though. They have a lot of nice setups. Like Liquid look really good on defense here.
They're still greeted by Team Liquid and still falling down piece by piece. An opportunity to capitalize on a kill onto Jujina. They'll get it. Rolling Thunder available.
They might. Oh, they're definitely gonna use Breach Ult now. Yeah, but it depends where and when. I was gonna say they might be tempted to use breach ult and they get this kill.
Fortunately for
Problem is they
Shopify,
literally have
they've
no
given them their
info on
ones.
them.
2v2 here, and Mel, that
That's
ultimate,
great. It's a great
that's
ult.
a lot of
They get
information.
some
Now know
info.
where Chamber is.
Somehow gets the wall back
Think
onto
there was a
Alexis
gun
too. The
showing?
Rolling Thunder could have been everything off the information that Mel got
That's
from
the breach
shadows.
ult.
And Eza goes for the lurk
Holy.
from behind the backstab. 8 unanswered rounds is what we're currently witnessing.
They look impressive.
out of Team Liquid.
I wonder if we can get a replay on that. Did Bazera just shoot to cancel Mel's ult and then it randomly spammed and killed Alexis?
That would be the most
No, I
unluckiest-
think they saw the gun, right?
God, that was insane stuff. Now we have to remember this
Yeah, I
round
saw
was
the
a
gun barrel.
2v5.
Oh, the gun sticking out.
Oh, the barrel. Crispy as ever is Bazera with that headhunter, but good effort coming through here for Shopify. That was a half buy, and that was always going to be a challenge, 2 versus 5. Making it into that site, but some beautiful shots to give themselves a chance.
Okay,
Now Alexis
dude, how are they
with
gonna
that
get
Rolling
around?
Thunder
Like, what's going on? Oh man, we
board.
go for something fast. This might be it. We go for something fast, and there's no one here. So they go for a crunch over towards middle. Dog goes in. The overwhelm on this guy is. Dude, look at the Raze. Oh my god, Raze is so far behind. Big Joe. That's the Cypher. You got no one behind now. Boombot. We sat short. This is so crazy. The W key is just it's non-stop. Like that was really too much. They're so pumped. Double ult goes into this one, by the way, for Shop. Imagine they lose this round. Dude, they played it so well. Bazera has been the rock. It's been ridiculously good.
For the 2 remaining members of Shopify, but Georgina's got the checkmate here.
Fluorescence watching that main. Misses the shot, looks back towards the spawn. Here's that lurk towards the front. Alexis trying to do everything on her own. That's 4 to her name. A 1v1. Tap on a spike.
She's crazy. She's so crazy. She went for it. She went for the really bold play. Had to kind of hit a headshot no matter what. Didn't really matter about going in the molly because she was kind of super low. She tanked like what, 2 bullets max. I actually really like this play. This would have been one of the better aces we've seen if she hit this last shot. The push through was actually pretty cool.
9-0, a second timeout coming out here.
It's ridiculous how
in the first half.
it's ridiculous how dominant this is.
That Shopify have been in all
Dude, I was worried for Liquid getting 13-0 on Breeze, and yeah, this, I mean, I would even say this is relatively late. Didn't want to use both of the timeouts into one half, but here we are.
Where do you find weaknesses right now from Team Liquid's defense? Everything that you're trying so far from Shopify, from
the thing is, they're getting XX'd on a lot, but I would just like to see they gotta take some map control. Like they just gotta do a normal A default. Like they must have an A default, right? A heavy default, and then just have a lurker over towards middle. Info. Like they must have a 4-1 where they just take over towards A. They have to use that. They have to create question marks over towards here. I'd also be super ready for something aggro from Liquid on this round. Seems they just called a timeout.
They've got to be able to again utilize the composition that they have.
At this point, you can tell your team to forget about this map. Nah, you're still in this. Like it's still so fine. They need to do they need to be more together.
Shopify looking like they have to sniff out once again.
So this is the lineup for the Wire, right? They have a bit of a different lineup to me.
Pretty much on their own with passive utility from Misa.
So I goes out on the Wire. On top of this. There we go. Smoke goes in mid default. We're hiding over towards B.
Not only for this round, but into the next. Satchel's coming forward. Fluorescent just got picked off there by Bastard in the long range game. Nice shot at least to retaliate back from Sarah. Georgina gets information.
Damn, you can tell they're really feeling it. Look at some of these plays that I'm watching.
And somehow the lower buy becomes the advantage for a short while.
Nice shots.
Then back onto Sarah, giving hopes back for Shopify.
Every single time they lose to someone behind. Surely not this time.
Bold moves.
8 bullets.
Efforts coming through. And Bazera just got the Tour de Force. So many sound cues.
Holy, this was close though. Okay, they do manage to get one. It's pretty much just a fast B split on this.
Finally, Alexis, she doesn't want this to falter yet. A 4K a couple of rounds ago, this time around winning that 1v1 and allowing Shopify to get the first point.
And you kind of feel for Bizarra in that moment as well, right? As soon as Chamber gets his own kill, that slow
That was such a bold play. It was such a bold play.
Bizarra to re-swing and re-peek and get hers. Great punish for Alexis, and that was just W key, right? W key into market. Find a quick opening off of
There's
Alexis's
been a lot of
util.
W key on this.
That's good too. A flash to start things off from Daiki.
Pretty much the same thing. It looks like they're trying all the way over
Off the
towards
spot, two players.
B
She
all
gets
the
hit by
time
her own
now.
Prowler, but that's good enough. She could fall back. She could call for her teammates to rotate. And as they're pushing forward towards the A main, they're just going to anchor that for now over on Team Liquid side.
Rolling Thunder coming through. It does catch his Daiki, but she's already on the back lines. But Fluorescent is so quick.
Finally, some good satchels coming in here. Hope for Shopify Rebellion to get a good post plant. Spotting Iza, long range, hitting that shot as Iza re-swings out. A little bit of an overpeak that happened there for Iza.
Good
not
plan,
giving
but they have a
chance for
lot of
TL
people
to
over
really
towards.
regroup.
Oh
And
my.
as Georgina gets caught off, there's that play. They're starting to understand as well that Shopify like to go for the re-swing back.
I'd
for
probably
the
be
pitch
fine
to
with a
market.
Liquid
Bizarra
timeout if
pushes
they
forward.
wanted to.
That's a well-timed paranoia.
Just hope be a little
to
bit
not
heavy.
allow Bizarra to get the kill, to allow Fluorescent to get 3 into the round, and getting so close to another showstopper. Only one player remaining. It's going to be Bastarda versus a full roster of Shopify. She's spotted towards the top of the staircase in the back of Boba. Now, anchored down, staying in there. Noya continues with the push all the way up towards mid to get the second round in for Shopify.
Dominant stuff. Prime Gaming flawless as well. That's not what you expect, especially with the kinds of rounds that we've been seeing. But finally, an answer for Shopify. And their answer has been this B split from that half buy with Sheriffs through Market, and this time just strong side through that B main. But that was
Okay,
off the back
no-
of a
no
Rolling
timeout
Thunder.
on this
Now,
one. Maybe
Shopify,
Liquid
they
is happy
don't
with
have
this.
that sort of util.
Okay, to answer
You
over
see the
towards B, we put the
changing
chamber here.
pace
I think this is
leading
good.
towards that
This is
B,
probably
and
more.
we'll see if this is a fast opening
This
or a
round here
slow
is
one
probably
towards
more
the
what
same
I've gone
corridor.
for if I was Shop. So, chat, has this nade just been a constant thing so they feel like they can't take early A? Is
Solo.
that what's going on?
Lots of responsibility in her hands
I
now.
feel like the Raze has been starting here a lot,
Look at
so
that.
maybe that's
so
why.
much respect given. Not the same Shopify that I see.
This has been nice from Liquid already though. Nade goes in, then insta ult. In terms of this ult, there's a few places to hide, so it's pretty strong, but we are just holding this in terms of info.
Yeah,
This is
especially
strong as
considering
well.
that this
Duchi
the
is so
double
far
initiator
away from
composition,
her
right?
TP.
Definitely
You
would
can
love to
really
see
see
them
the
poking
confidence
probably
coming
just
out.
a little bit more, but Bizarra's getting pushed off the angle, and that means
Oh
a
my
lot.
god,
But
they're
starting
sending it
to find
middle.
something in mid though.
It was a missed time from that Paranoid to get info or at least a little bit more off the showstopper. So it turns out to be a one-on-one, both duelists down. And with one of the players down on the defense, the Neural Theft being thrown out on the attack. That's the information of a 2-2. We know that the Viper is still inside our pit.
Did
but
they?
the
It's like they
Skies play
forgot that the
all way back
Viper
towards
was
the
up
A,
here.
And that forces an early flash to come out from Daiki, but already a second one gets refreshed. Shopify Rebellion, they're looking to move back within the market, but there's a trademark there.
And they should have a good idea that Chamber
30
was
seconds
opping in this general vicinity now.
It's
a
just
Vandal
such a
in
strong
hand.
pause. Especially with this smoke. Don't go into it.
Playing just on the outside of
Oh
the
my god.
Oh.
Oh my god, okay, you go into it. Incredible timing.
She's screaming in the grand final. and she
She's
gets
screaming.
rewarded with a triple. Noya has
That's
to
so
get this
funny.
fight down, but all three defenders, they're not going to let it happen. They're coming in with the bird.
Doesn't even want to stick the spike. She was trying to go for some heroic play, but it's not gonna be anything there
10-2.
for Shopify Rebellion.
10.
Picks up the last kill and a dominant first half for Team Liquid.
So I was saying, look, you see some of the confidence, like their confidence is flowing with this. Like the chamber on this goes away from her TP. She goes close. She walks into a smoke gun, showing fast as well. Like that's crazy. The confidence is way too high. They're a scary team when the confidence is this high. They're just doing mad stuff that they shouldn't be doing.
Looking this good on this agent, absolutely you want to be able to figure out exactly what your strengths are.
So let's toss it down to the floor for an interview with the crowd.
Hello, hello. I'm here with Coreano. He's a really well-known content creator and streamer from Loud, and I'm going to ask him about the Sunset because, oh my gosh, Breeze was so hard for Team Liquid, and the Sunset, they're owning it, right?
I mean, Breeze was really tough, but Sunset we are playing really good. I mean, Bastarda and also Bezerra are doing great rounds, so I think we can close the round and close this map and go to the last map.
Ooh, let's see about that. And you're doing your
OG
live stream
Viper main?
from
This
here,
dude?
right? Like the watch party, and how does it feel?
Usually Riot invites me to do watch parties, so I did it in Lock-In and also Champions, and I'm doing here. It's really great. I mean, all the crowd, and really here in Brazil, I'm Brazilian, so the fans are really great, and I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, it's really good. And let me ask you something. What do you think that Shopify needs to bring their game on?
I mean, Fluorescent is playing really great, but also Mel and Sarah, so I think the team is not doing great on this Sunset, but they are doing a great championship, and I mean, it's probably a 5-match series, so it's a really show here, and I hope we can close this out for Brazil.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. And that's out with you guys. See ya.
Thank you so much, Bud. Indeed, a great
All right.
show so far and great showmanship from both of these
This
teams.
TL
but
destroys
Team Liquid,
last year's
they
K-Corp?
just wanna
Bro,
show
everyone destroys
a
last
map,
year's
a
K-Corp, man.
dominant
Come
map
on.
Sunset because they just want to serve it back
That
to
stuff
Shopify
was-
Rebellion when they
Thank God we
actually
don't have to
lost
watch that
13
next
to
year.
5 just
Jesus.
previously on Breeze. This will be a great way to make it as even as it could be if we're able to go to a map 5 on Ascent.
Yeah, and we're going to be able to see exactly the strengths and differences of these compositions. Now that we're swapping over to the defense side, you can see that Noya has fully set up towards this A. You can expect Shopify to just
Okay, let's stick
transition
with
and pivot into
let's
a
stick with
4-1,
Shop, see if they
leave
can win a
Noya to her
pistol.
devices. Issa is
Huh.
really very aggressive right now, all alone.
Bizarro's gonna do something crazy in this pistol, I feel like, surely.
That's
He's
why
just too
leaving it
confident.
right within the smoke doesn't
I mean,
hear any
21
tricks.
to
So they
6.
know that the Cypher is
21
setting up
to
towards the
6,
site,
like, that
yet
is
Team
ridiculous,
Liquid
isn't it?
are still slowly creeping up, scaling within the right side of the map.
I like this play from Liquid, identifying that most teams do like to leave Cypher alone. Such good reads, but Bastarda has so much ground. That dog is
Straight up retake. We've got one kill trip, which gets killed. We have a retake
Still up, though.
camera.
Nobody spotted it yet.
Oh, not even a
There it
retake.
is.
Still up.
Wait,
Oh no!
wait,
It's
what?
still up. Shopify has all of this information right now.
Wait, they're not
Yeah,
on
the
it though,
rotates
are
are
they?
coming in pretty slow though. Mel and Fluorescent very nervous about a rat being around
I
in
mean,
mid.
yeah, this is
They
going to
don't
be a
wanna
straight
get
up
picked off
retake on
one by
this.
one.
I thought
Looks
they
like
saw the
all 5
camera.
members of Shopify
Hello?
have to be on the spawn side of the map.
The camera gets information on 2 players within
No
the site.
tag!
They know that they're playing towards the outside of the A site. Here comes the flood in from Shopify. The first blood of Fluorescent.
Oi,
my
oi,
God,
what?
actually,
We
the
get
Bizarre
3?
fights right back.
We get 4?
In the round. It's only up to
Oh my god, though. Give me that replay. How? How do we get the first 3 so fast? This must have
Fluorescent
looked
can't even understand what
ridiculous.
happened either. She was just W keying in, looking left, right, and
Yeah,
each bullet she
honestly,
hit
this must be
landed.
some mad
What
stuff.
the heck just happened? But we have to commend the
Here we
combo.
go.
Sure, Fluorescent got 5 beautiful kills. Yes, we're right. Those were insane frags. But that haunt coming through as that
Oh
camera
my
was activated,
God.
and the breach fault line as well. All of
That's
these utilities
insane,
coming in
though.
at
The
right
fade eye was
time,
really
at the
nice
right
to
place,
enable
completely
this, though.
tees up Fluorescent, and if you're Shopify, you need a round like that to get back into this map.
Yeah,
One small
even
mistake
she
was
knows
so
that was
costly.
madness.
That camera that was set up from Noya. You talked about it. We like to leave the Cypher alone. You got to break the utility there, and that allowed their Shopify Rebellion to get such an easy pistol. But Team Liquid, they're not done yet. Sheriff in the hand of Issa, spotting 1 player towards the market. The push forward, some damage being done from some wall banks
So
from the
great
Bulldog.
Unknown
Out from
Flash.
Mel, hit by a Pioneer,
Yeah,
forced to
Mel
fall
hit
back.
everyone with
But
his Unknown Flash.
she still watches that line.
Loves this fight, wants to capitalize off this long-range Bulldog. A lot of utility being exchanged, and because of all that contact, Team Liquid have B main control now.
Someone's gonna farm.
Oh, so many members! Alexis gets caught off! These are just classics, Vans.
Don't let this happen again. Noya
Wait,
trying to
no
push
one's
forward.
farming.
Hit by the
No
flash,
one
that's gonna
farmed.
slow down the
No
pacing
one
of the ball.
farmed, and they managed to
Should've
pick
walked
up
through
some
it.
guns.
Vulnerable.
Well, they didn't pick up any guns, but they do
Issa
get the
looking
plant, and they get
in shape to
relatively
get
good
a heal
positions.
from her
We have
teammates.
no
That's Sarah with
vision
the pickup
block.
to Issa.
We actually have no
Opportunity to
vision
come back
block.
now for Shopify as players are
Floor,
fully
if she gets a
separated. Look at the
kill,
players on B.
would have
They're just
ult if
trying
she
to hold
wants
back
to
as
use it.
much as
Might
they
have
can
to.
so that Georgina could get the flank, but with the classic. But the
Keep an
timing
eye
is
on
in
the
favor
flank
of
in terms of the
Shopify.
Omen, though, the
Slowly
round the
closing
world.
in within the map. Within the site, Daiki
Time
closes
lapse.
the gap,
Oh,
and
this
Fluorescent
is
flicks across for
insane
two
though.
more
What am I
kills. Paint
seeing?
shells thrown towards the B main.
And she
And then
tagged.
attack.
That
The
sound
swing
cue?
out. Sarah gets the kill.
She
And we stop there. We could breathe once again. Shopify get the defuse. As they're closing slowly but
Imagine,
surely.
I
imagine.
think everyone needs a breather after that one. Holy moly, did Team Liquid make that round
We go into the
close.
first buy
My
rounds,
goodness.
and
I
we
mean,
have
Alexis, she
Razor.
got one, but all three members just so close, and Shopify were doing a good
So
job prior
fast
to
at
that,
the moment
right? You
she's
saw that
instantly
them
got the kill to just
constantly popping bullets off, wanted to keep
transfer.
that range between themselves and all those pistols, but their own smoke coming to almost bite them in the booty there. At least able to stabilize. Fluorescent, that showstopper for this bonus once again in map 4.
Oh, the push
big
forward for us
kill.
against
That's the
runway.
ult instantly.
By Bastardo.
This is more what I
After
wanted
shot
to
being
see
thrown,
from
just to slow it
Shop,
down
to be
for a
honest.
bit. Alexis
This is the way
one
that like I
that's
think it
drilling
should be
out
approached
towards
majority of the
the
time.
yellow.
Just
Beautiful
early
flash,
A control, just create double question mark here, then you can kind of default a little bit. Or if you get the kills, then you can just flood onto the site. Alright, nice shots. Damn, we're actually getting treated on this map.
Just clotheslines.
Honestly,
That
after
side
watching this,
anchor
I'm
is
actually not
all just
worried for
down to
Liquid.
Noya, and she gets the one,
Yeah, I
but
think they just have a better
she just saw
understanding of the map,
Bastardi
maybe.
tuck in this corner as well.
Noya within the site, 2 versus 1. Snake
Still no
bite, though,
worries.
Still in range for Noya to try to get the defuse. And that's the second one, just to confirm it. Now hit invulnerable. Pizarro closing in from behind. 11 now for Team Liquid.
There's one person that can't
dominant
buy from
attacking
Shop,
half as
right?
well.
Yeah. So we'll see
Sounds
what
like
Alexis
Sunset's their map.
is gonna do.
Dominant indeed, and
Still have
you know,
Razor.
even in that round, Shopify, they had the tells, they had the response.
Good news for
They had
Shop
Fluorescent in that
is
vicinity.
they still have the
Too
ult,
slow to the
and
trigger.
I guess this is gonna be a
Team
buy.
Liquid,
3
so
people can't buy
decisive
next.
in these beginnings of the rounds. We'll see if Team Liquid go with this fast pace again because they've been controlling everything, but
This is kind of
with double
nice.
controller, you do
How much can you
expect
actually
them
see
to
from that angle? I've never
slow
really
things
tested
down
that.
a little bit, but an
Box
instant
gets one-way
smoke down
smoked
in
anyway, so it
M1,
doesn't really matter.
instant contact for Bastarda.
This is interesting. We insta-trip this, and no one shoots the trip, so it could be a bait. That's why we're not swinging into it. But this is good info in terms of people pushing, especially as the Prowler goes out.
Oh,
Shoot, she was doing all of that with the spike. Liquid have too much confidence. They need to relax a little bit.
Team Liquid to regather and retake the spike.
And Issa is playing this round so intelligently, able to creep her way out. Noya's got a good idea that this is a possibility. Pops that cage, and she's got to fall back slightly. The rest of the squad for Issa are regrouping back with. And Shopify, they've got to keep their defenses. I mean, you see Sarah all the way on the other side of the map. Alexis is on the way, though.
Yeah. But now Bastarda picked up an orb, plants his spike, has a showstopper available. The timing for Fluorescent to get those 2 kills. Showstopper, then back out to Fluorescent. Georgina's now alone.
She is the boss at the moment.
No smokes available, so she could actually play this post plant by the staircase up towards the B main. Aftershock now as she's forced to TP away.
Just.
Now looking back here. The flash, the swing out.
Okay, nicely done again from Floor though.
1,
1, 2, 3 can't buy next round, but these will be able to buy something into it, so it won't be like a horrendous low buy, but it will be a low buy nonetheless. Simman, thank you so much for the 8 months and for using your Prime on me. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for doing that. What's up, MC? How we doing, mate?
Found her timing. She knew that the timing was now. And she's
Minnie's turn to
with
get
it.
married? Yeah, apparently
And
so.
with those kills, Fluorescent also has broken the record for the most kills on the GCC stage. That record is now at 90. I think with this one now at 91, as she's at 15 in this map. Impressive plays coming out from Fluorescent. Prowler coming out.
Wait,
The all-star player once again in Fluorescent
yeah,
pushing
this is a
forward
nice,
towards the B
it's a
main.
nice take.
Boombot to get some information. Now pushing Team Liquid towards the A side.
Yeah, making them respond.
Still think this
and
is
react. We've
oh
seen these
my
retake protocols
goodness.
come out for Shopify.
The person without the
Liquid,
guns.
they've gotta have in the
That's
back of
really
their
good
mindset,
though.
hey,
A
we
is
gotta
super
look
weak
what
at the
this
moment.
camera, we
I'm
gotta look
so
for what the
surprised that
setup
she
is.
goes
Noya's
forwards instead of
challenging.
backing.
Good damage.
And a Nightfall hit nobody there towards the middle, so they know the hit's coming towards the
How are you
A side, but
retaking
Bastarda
this
still
one?
opens it up. Seekers available as well. if they want to use this on a post plan, as it also gets planted.
Seeker's flash, nade, double molly,
Prowler doesn't
Omen
catch
flash.
anything there for
They still
Sarah.
have Omen
A
flash.
lack of information for these
And
ladies
Omen's in
on
such a good
Shopify.
pause
They
to
wanna
use Omen
find out
flash.
where these post-plant defenders are for Alexis's fault line, but
That's
that
the Omen
Noya
flash
slows
with the nade.
everything down.
Yeah, and it kind of
She
messes
shuts
up
it down.
this.
Such good delay, but Noya still gets the
You
pick
would
up.
love that
Bastardo
gun.
still trying to push forward. Neural Theft now being thrown out for Shopify. Alexis now closing in. There's only 2 players alive. That only with the classic. As she's now going to be the last player remaining.
Okay,
Easily
nicely
done
handled
there
in
by
the end, though.
Shopify India. And
It was
looked like
nice.
it
The,
gonna be
breach
Team
util was
Liquid,
pretty
though,
good.
With all the utility they had on the post plan.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it did end up being very easy in the end, but what the heck? How did Shopify make it look that easy?
Yeah, they made it look very easy, but it just came down to Jules, right?
What just happened?
I'm scratching my head as well, but it's that Neural Theft that gets all of that information. I mean, look at how aggressive they are after the Neural Theft got thrown there by Noya. But it's off the costly play coming out from pushing behind the Seekers of
Take us sent out of the map pool, yeah, but I think it might be a sick one though, dude.
and which allows
That's the thing.
this to happen. Shopify to be at 6 points.
I think it
and
might be
also
good.
forcing a timeout for Team Liquid.
Slow down the
Lyric, thank you,
momentum.
thank you,
Don't
thank you
give
for
Shopify
the
any
5
sort
months.
of
Appreciate it.
hope going into here.
Thank you for using your Prime on me.
But man, what a shot for Sarah. I mean, that's always a feel good when you predict that shot and it just kind of falls into your lap.
These
Finally, some things going in the favor of Shopify. Finally,
Slowbuy's
some
looking
luck.
alright though.
And sometimes that one round of luck is all you need.
Sunset might be the best map at the moment. Sunset's a really good map. Like Sunset's one of the better design
11
maps.
to 6 the score
As
line
much
right
as
now.
as
Shopify
much as I
Rebellion
think
they're
that
not
we're maybe
seem
getting
like
too
a
many maps with
cluster
like small
off
choke
that
points
half
leading
that was
into
a 10-2
areas, it
towards
is the
Liquid.
better map
They
because there's
also
like
have some
3 of them
protocols playing their
that lead
defensive
into
side
kind of
so far, but
2
again, I do
two
have to
question marks or
emphasize
2
that
avenues.
pissed around off the
Like
camera
mid,
that
B
Team
market,
Liquid
and A.
didn't
Like it's
bring
one of the better design
could be
maps
the
for
reason
sure.
why Shopify might be able to bring this comeback.
Xingxi as well with the
Thankfully,
2
though, with
months.
this
Thank you
timeout,
so much for the Prime,
you
bro.
have
Thank
a
you for
good
doing
round
that.
available for Team Liquid.
Of
A knock,
course,
though,
dude. Thanks for
comes
saying
out
that
in
to
the
me.
hands of Shopify Rebellion. It's in the
Don't
hands
enjoy
of
it in ranked. Yeah, it's
once
probably not
again
the best
posted
ranked
in
map.
this position
But in
before.
terms of
But
like,
this is
I'm
a
saying,
position that is
the
not
reason they works is
uncommon
just these
for
4.
Mel. This is something that Team Liquid could maybe start
3
punching as
small
well.
choke points that lead
Exactly. They've
into
gotta keep in mind that Alexis
question
with
marks.
that
It's just a
cross
good
help,
map.
with that fault line
Like
in her
there's
back
so many
pocket.
options,
These are the duels
so many
that
different
Mel
ways to
loves. She
approach
wants to
it. It's
re-aggress,
good.
re-get back on the line, demand her breach to give her util. Good pop shots. Bastarde fully aware.
Mel gets the Omen
of
off
what
out.
Mel's trying to do. Oh, what a
Nivera.
huge haunt.
Nivera
Pushes her
special.
out of position as well. So 2 shots missed by Mel from the market out towards the B lane.
Ranks is
And
just
that
not
forces
good in
out a
general.
smoke, a
Honestly,
reposition
that's
from Mel back towards the B
that's
lane.
completely
But
fair.
you talked about the 4-1 positioning here for our Shopify.
We
that
hold
needed
over
to happen.
towards this
Team
with
Liquid
1,
zoomed
we
in
get
and they get the
overwhelmed,
first
and they
blood.
might just
Timing
absolutely
for
send
Flo
it.
was
One
so
person holding this
unfortunate
choke
as she
point, you
tries
know
to
that a lot of
gain
times people will be
information,
far back.
Bastarde
They
was
might
just
not
there.
expect
Now
Sarah here,
Sarah
which
tries
is
to
why I
scrap.
imagine
Is
Sarah's
able to
just swinging
punish.
this one. Because
He's
element
out
of
for the
surprise
count. He's
evens it
out.
up, falls back.
C's now being thrown towards the elbow, and that's going to delay it just for a bit. Bastarde hit by that one on top of that. So
There's
that'll
an
be a
Omen
cue
flash. They might flood here.
for
I feel like
Shopify
Sarah
Rebellion to start
did
rotating.
incredibly
Only 4
well to
players there on
actually
towards the A site,
mean that this
waiting
could happen.
for Team
Be
Liquid
so
for the
fine
smoke
for
to
Liquid to
dissipate,
just
and we
freeze
have
and
this
see what we
work,
can
though.
do with this
We can maybe
flank,
pivot
but
back. There's 30
if
seconds
we have
left,
Omen
still a
ult,
lot of time
oh,
to go
honestly,
back within the B site.
honestly, we
Liquid
had
did.
Omen
That's
ult, so
exactly what
maybe
they
we could
wanna
have
do
done something
here.
more here, but
Communications coming through. Actually, maybe they want to send Bazera on the pinch.
Yeah. 20
Spike
seconds
still
left.
staying towards A, and Bazera, she needs to find a frag.
20 seconds left. They have to commit. Bizarra cannot find that frag that was needed
they
there.
did
for
cut
Team Liquid.
sound, and honestly, Shop
Now
did
Team
great
Liquid,
to
all they
just
can do is try to
hold
run in
so
there.
strong with the forehand.
Flash coming out. Georgina trying to
Nice
do whatever
shots.
she
No
can.
time,
She's
though.
all alone, but not gonna happen. Denied there by Alexis.
Dude,
Oh.
Sarah
The
did
hope.
great.
I was gassing her up. I was ready for another Georgina clutch to come through, but regardless, as you say, Vans, only 5 seconds left in the round anyway. But Shopify not backing down and again capitalizing on this composition. I like to see that. Fluorescent didn't even get to really play this round as she got wiped out, but still, the support cast coming through huge, and the defenses for Shopify holding strong.
Low
Nice
buy.
little tail grind we just saw there from The ping
Low
must be
buy
ordered,
on
but
some of these
back
ults are
into
getting
serious business.
relatively
The off
close
point
for
is
the
once
next
again
big
still
buy. We'll
available
see.
for Shopify, repositioned towards the
Honestly,
A
the
main.
next buy
So
round
now
could
they
be
can
pretty
pivot a lot
close.
of players within
It could be a little
the
bit
top
crazy.
middle.
I like this as well.
Camera
So in
sound
terms of
cues.
shop,
Exactly.
the
Active
trip
play.
just got discovered
Yeah,
here.
Bastardi fully
So what they
aware.
change up
They've
now
put
is they
this
put the
camera in
camera
this
here as
general
well. So
area
that's really smart.
before.
We like that a lot.
Bastardi knows it's there.
Yeah, there we go. I
Behind
also like that
games.
Liquid probably know because they've discovered it that they're gonna push
Sets the paranoia now.
and
for
change
Shopify
this to the
Rebellion.
camera.
Focusing
Wait,
more players to play the
wait,
defense
it's
within
very
the
hard
top
to
middle.
do
Noya
this.
gets that pick. There is that push to come through towards the market. But we're slowly over peaking now for Shopify Rebellion, getting denied by Team Liquid on the lower buy once again that they have. Sheriff's in hand. Guardian though in the hands of Bizarra. Beautiful flash, allowing Bizarra to get that pick onto Noya. Over committing on pushes. Over punished there by Team Liquid. As it now
Against the
take
eco as
the
well.
advantage by 2 players and now move within the B site for a plant.
And Bizarra is so aware that this flank is a possibility. Mel, more than likely, is just going to want to save and hold on to this operator if she can. But the more noise she makes, the more Bizarra is going to hear.
Turned around for a bit, but looks like that op is going to be safe for
Man,
now.
this was... Chat, I can't even
She's on the
sugarcoat
hunt,
this.
though.
This was a
Bizarra
really
wants
bad
to
round.
punish.
Exactly. Alexis is trying to rotate across to meet up with her teammate, but Bizarra cuts that rotate. And with that rotate that happens towards the A site, they know that Mel is there somewhere. And Mel has no choice but to take an aggressive angle. Back and cornered towards the right side of the A site. Bizarra's on the hunt. And just runs
Like,
through. So
I'm all
this will
down
be
for a
the
mid crunch, but I feel like you have to have your people over towards middle ready, and then going heavy here is so hard. Like doing a mid crunch without an ult in my mind is just so hard in this map. These choke points are so they're so long.
Coming out here for Shopify.
I mean, at least they committed. I also really didn't like it because they committed so heavy against an eco, and it's like you're handing them guns basically. Like the good thing that Liquid did on their defense was every time they went aggro, it was like a big buy round, right? So it made a lot of sense. They're not getting an advantage for actually like going even on the duels if that's what went down. So yeah, this was not a great round to watch. I'll be honest. Okay, 5 chances though for Liquid to close this one out. Slipshot 8 with the 11 months. Thank you so much for the tier 1, bro. Good to see.
Towards this A.
In the same spot right now for Team Liquid, rather. They're not really playing any scan agents, so they don't know who's posted up where towards the A main. Op shot now heard as soon as the smoke went out. So they definitely know that the op is towards the A site. So now SR trying to push back towards the main off the assist from Alexis.
A nice trap play, but
Right back,
dude,
though, from Bizarra
she's
onto
having
Noya.
a mad
was
map.
so huge for Bizarra.
She's having such a good map. What the hell?
Shopify. It was so clever, and it got them what they wanted, but Bizarra is just on fire right now.
It's a really
able to
good agent to
punish Noya,
kill
and
as
that's
well.
their
It just means that
Sentinel
the
God.
trip
This
over
just
towards
completely
market and middle
ruins the
goes
defenses
down,
for
so
Shopify.
now they have to have eyes on here and here.
They have no choice right now for Shopify but to play the retake within the site. Just within the smoke is Fluorescent trying to walk out. Hit
Great
by the
Omen
Paranoia,
flash.
And is forced to fall back towards Boba. So
It's
the
a hard
plan will come
retake.
down for
Alexis gets
Georgina.
spammed down to 5.
Looks like we're not
If
gonna try to
Floor
push
gets a
towards
kill,
for the attackers.
it's
Yeah, they wanna
Razor,
wait
so
for Mel,
maybe
have to.
they might even
The
need that.
Paranoia is in tow. She's only got an operator
See what this
in her
Omen
hands. You
flash
can
is
see
like on
Flores
the
also
defense.
holding onto that
I mean,
main shot,
Alexis
so a
and
retake
Mel
protocol
might want
coming
to
through here
swap
for
guns,
Shopify.
but don't feel
Fluorescent
too
needs
comfy
this
about
kill
doing it
for a
yet.
showstopper to activate. The first one, the first contact. Jump spotting for some information. Sarah to play the bait. There's that first kill. Forensic
That's
gets
the
kill
Razor
with
we're talking about.
Showstopper lands it right into Basarda, but Basarda got 2 for her troubles. Paint shells now being thrown. Spotting. But Zera falling back, but it's still another one swing towards the right side. But we're sticking on the spike. They're spraying up both ends. It's
Holy,
not gonna
okay,
happen.
chat, we get Ascent,
With the
and
two
dude,
kills.
Ascent should be unbelievable, because Ascent is a good map for both of these.
Team